This is the Kukirin G2 Pro 2024, a capable off-road scooter that aims to deliver amazing quality at a very low price of just $500. At that price, it manages to offer super comfortable suspension, a large battery paired with a decently powerful motor, and a super solid build quality. So stick around to see whether it's worth your hard-earned money. A huge thanks goes to Geekbuying for providing this scooter for this review. If you're passionate about tech, you'll be happy to hear that the Geekbuying 11/11 sale is here, starting from November 5th and running until November 14th. You can snag some of the year's best deals on all things tech. And it doesn't end here. Right after, we are jumping straight into the Geekbuying Black Friday, from November 14th to the December 1st. This November, Geekbuying is pulling out all the stops. We are talking up to 80% off across hundreds, if not thousands of products. Plus, get an extra $20 off when you pay with PayPal or credit card. You won't find a discount like this again until next year, so now is the time to upgrade. Whether you're eyeing the latest gadgets or if you're searching the perfect holiday gift, Geekbuying has you covered. Make sure not to miss their 72-hour shopping spree, a non-stop lineup of limited time deals you definitely don't want to pass up. So mark those dates. The Geekbuying 11/11 sale kicks off on November 5th, followed by the Geekbuying Black Friday on November 14th. The biggest tech deals of the year are just a click away. Happy shopping! Now back to the Kukirin G2 Pro. This scooter really ticks all the boxes when it comes to budget-friendly options. First impressions, it's aggressive, sporty, and ready to tackle almost everything from gravel cycled path to straight-up off-road trails. With a dual suspension system featuring front and rear shock absorbers and a solid build quality, Kukirin certainly aimed to make this a versatile off-road beast, while keeping it compact and lightweight enough for city riding and commuting. Upon receiving the scooter, the only assembly needed is to mount the handlebars by simply tightening the 4 stem bolts. The scooter comes with all the essentials: a user guide, a seat post and seat, and of course the charger. The included seat is a nice addition and it's easy enough to mount with the 4 included bolts. Unfortunately, I find seats on scooter to be quite useless and to ruin the overall experience and looks, so I won't even bother installing it. Let's talk about specs, because that is where this scooter really stands out in this price range. For around $500 you get a 600 watts motor that reaches a top speed of up to 54 km per hour. The battery is 15.6 Ah, giving a maximum range of around 50 km in ideal condition on flat ground. Realistically, you can expect around 35 km of range, still enough for long city commutes or light off-road trips. This scooter comes with dual disc brakes, 9-inch pneumatic tires and a wide deck. It weighs just less than 30 kg, not light by any means, but certainly not heavy either, especially considering the off-road aim. You can easily carry it by folding the stem with the impressively secure hinge and locking it in place with this orange hook, which also doubles as a handy attachment point for a bag or backpack. So, how does it perform? Mode 1 was really underwhelming, with a max speed of just 20 km per hour, only useful if you ride in a crowded or pedestrian area. In Mode 2, it reaches a speed of 40 km per hour, while keeping the acceleration pretty weak, perfect for inexperienced riders. I always prefer the highest power mode in any electric vehicle, and Mode 3 proved to be quite powerful, with the increased acceleration, and proved to be exactly what I expected from a 600 watts motor. Surely you won't get nearly the same performance as a 1000+ watts vehicle, but still, this is plenty of power to cruise on the streets at pretty high speeds and to have fun on some off-road trails. Keep in mind that while it's great to have that high-speed capabilities, it's important to stay cautious, especially on rougher terrains. At higher speeds, I noticed that the scooter's handling gets a bit tricky, especially for taller riders like myself at 119 cm. The deck feels in fact quite short, and I find myself constantly wanting to move my foot further back, but there's unfortunately no space to place it. This makes for a platform that performs very well at speeds under 40 km per hour, while it becomes a bit sketchy going faster. Speaking about the suspension system, this is where the G2 Pro really shines. The dual suspension and 9-inch tires make the ride incredibly smooth. The suspensions are really plush and I was pleasantly impressed with their performance. The tires feature a dual sport tread and are suitable for light off-roading, but be careful since they don't offer huge amounts of grip off-road due to the quite hard compound. Moving to the battery, the G2 Pro packs a 15.6 Ah battery, translating to a nice 750 Wh at 48 volts. That's actually pretty solid for a scooter of this price. In ideal condition, you will get up to 50 km of range in Mode 1. In Mode 2 or 3, expect somewhere between 25 and 35 km, depending on how much you push it and how much you weigh. The brakes are cable actuated, but prove to be really powerful and plenty capable of locking up both tires if pulled with enough force. Despite that, they are not dangerously powerful and I haven't felt the need for hydraulic brakes on this particular scooter. The controls are very nice, everything you need is accessible on the handlebar. The G2 Pro now includes bright turn signals, better positioned lights on the front and back, and an easy to read dashboard that's visible even in bright sunlight. The display shows speed, battery level and the mode you are in, which can be easily cycled through with the motorcycle-style buttons present beside the left grip. On the right side there is a throttle and a key lock to keep the scooter safe when you're not using it. While there is no smartphone app or additional customization, you can adjust some parameters directly on the display by accessing the hidden settings. This scooter is obviously not perfect and some trade-offs had to be made to keep the price this low. The lack of adjustable speed settings or a smartphone app means that customization options are limited. The low-end torque and acceleration aren't amazing, and this translates into a decent hill climbing ability. But that's a common issue that can be solved exclusively by spending more money and getting a higher power model. The last downside of this scooter is that, as I already mentioned, the deck could be longer, and the handling is a bit twitchy at higher speeds. Also, a front-wheel steering damper would have helped with stability, but that's not something you would expect at this price point. So, is the Kukirin G2 Pro 2024 worth it? Absolutely! For $500 it's hard to find an electric scooter that can offer a combination of speed, range and off-road capabilities as this one. It's ideal for riders who want an affordable yet powerful scooter that can tackle both urban and off-road settings without breaking the bank. If you're on a budget and looking for something reliable and versatile, the G2 Pro 2024 should definitely be on your list. It is not perfect, but Kukirin has done an impressive job with this model. This scooter becomes even more worth it if you consider the huge discounted price you can get if you purchase it from Geekbuying during their 11/11 and Black Friday sales. You can obviously find the links to the scooter and to Geekbuying in the description below. That's it for this video, I will catch you in the next one.